So let me welcome y'all to the Lex Vegas show, man.
And make sure you say Madam Fire.
Okay. Featuring co-host Madam Fire.
That's right.
Since you want to be all on the mic and everything, man, I heard through the grapevine that, you was an MC. So, since the whole world is watching, why don't you let me hear something, man?
Okay.
Bring it on in, man. Let them know we working with you.
Look, this the Lex Vegas show, but don't forget to say my name. Keep the gas, and obviously my job to bring the flame. No need for modesty, honestly, just a different game. No need to speak their names, cause we are not the same. I'm heaven sent with style and class, hood elegance. Sexy, sassy chick with fetishes and stacking presidents. A businessman, a hustler with muscle built for struggle stories. No excuses or poor me, just know I earned these glories.
They said we couldn't do it, but they knew it, we done done it. We're not a cap, straight facts, we gon' keep it 100. Killer focus, eyes open, hoping Miles is running. Cause me and Honey straight fire, 100 miles and running.
Slow down, boy, you killing them.
Nah, I'm just keeping on. Mentally been many places, but I'm Cleveland's own. And I am just that dude to put Cleveland on. Welcome to the Lex Vegas show. This is season 1. So what? Okay.
Yeah, we live.
Hey man, you gotta let me know. You gotta give me some type of signal or something, man. Let me know. But we live, man.
In action.
You said what?
When the music come on, you live.
Here you go, man. Yes, okay, we live, man. We live. We back in the building. All right, back at We Up Radio, man.
Studios.
Welcome. We are back, man. We live. How you doing? Fire. Say it again. Fire.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Say my name.
I feel like I ain't seen you in forever, man.
I just seen you earlier today when I came to get the cheers, and then last week.
Why you bringing up old shit?
That's enough.
Why you bringing up old shit?
I see you weekly, Lex.
Here
Okay.
you go, man. Here you go,
I
man.
see you weekly.
All right, man. We back, man.
Oh.
See, that's what you get for talking crap. That's what you get for talking crap.
Yikes.
All right, but we back, man. Welcome to the Lex Vegas show. I'm your boy, Lex Vegas, aka Smarty McFly, aka the Black Vagina Fonda. Oh, come on, don't do that. AKA your baby mama's boyfriend, AKA your mom's wet dream. I mean, we can keep going, man, but you know how it be, man. It's your boy, man. I'm here, man.
Full of yourself.
Hey, why shouldn't I be, man? I'm Lex Vegas. All right, and I'm here with my esteemed co-host.
Fire.
Madam. All right.
Yes.
All right. So we want to definitely thank everybody for coming in. We got our boy DJ Golding in the back.
Yes.
Y'all hear me always talking shit. So you know he going to be in. See, there you go. All right. But it's the Lex Vegas show, man. We're going to get started. We want to shout out our sponsors real quick. We want to shout out the Sudsy Weed Soap Company. We want to shout out King Tees. And we got a couple others in the working. So they coming, man. We want to also shout out We Up Radio, man. We here, we live. We want to thank We Up Radio for having the Lex Vegas show. All right. And while we talking about We Up Radio, I just want to give a quick shout out to, if y'all don't know, there's a lot of different avenues and a lot of different platforms and a lot of different shows that are sent out through We Up Radio. We want to talk about Juke Radio with my boy Richie Carlisle. Shout out to him. We want to talk about The Jungle with your boy Big Squeeze. Come on, man. I'm waiting on that verse, man. So Squeeze, I need it. Squeeze with Nicole J at The Jungle, man. We got the Heath Tyrone show with your boy Tyrone. All right. Shout out to him. We also want to shout out to OPN Nation with OG DJ A.
Hello. Hey.
It took me like about 5 minutes
Just to
to
get
get that name right.
even that
OG
hard.
DJ A and Ray the Shark. They over at OP Nation. So we want to shout out all other shows that are coming through We Up Radio, man. We definitely want to shout y'all out and show y'all some love, man.
It's a movement.
So, it's definitely a movement, man. So recapping last week.
Oh,
You know I was
you
recapping
cannot
last week.
wait.
You
cannot
knew I was
wait.
recapping last week. So last week we played a little game.
We did.
And it was how well you know the other sex. What we did was we surveyed. I surveyed 10 guys. Madam surveyed 10 women, and we had some juicy questions. And we played a little game. And if you tuned in last week, then
He won by a couple of points.
I had 2. He had 5. And then he had a possible, and actually he had 4 because I gave him a question that was a 2-part answer. So he won, you know what I'm saying? Nonetheless, he won. I'm just going to give him that. Where do you want to go? Let's just get it. Put it on the flow. Let me know.
Are you
because,
done?
And it better be somewhere.
Are you done? Are you finished or are you done?
I'm just saying. Like, where do you want to go?
But you know what? You know, I'm going to go because people been asking all week. They've been asking all week. Where you gonna have Fire take you to dinner for your winnings?
Yeah.
You know, and I thought about it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause there was some juicy spots, man. And they, you know, people were sending me ideas, man. They was, you know, go to Red Steakhouse, go to Wasabi, go to Morton's. It was like, man, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck around, pick somewhere. You can wait the income tax time.
But no, see, being the jovial guy that I am, you know what I'm saying? I decided since it's the holiday season, you know, I wasn't gonna run up in your pockets.
Okay,
I wasn't gonna run up in your pockets all like that. So what I decided was everybody know how I love Mexican or whatever. So when you take me to dinner, we going to Condados.
Oh.
See?
You know what? I can do that.
See, I know you can. Condados, little Mexican spot over in Pinecrest.
I can do that.
All right, and they got real good food. I like it there. You know what I'm saying? It's the holiday season, so we ain't gonna get them real expensive. You know, so I know you got kids. I know you got babies.
You know what?
You know, so
you are an asshole, but not a full one. You just like a half.
Oh no, I'm an asshole all the time.
Okay,
you know, sometimes I slim it down a little bit. Sometimes I slim it down.
Okay. Well, thank you. I appreciate
So there we go.
I can do that.
So for all y'all that was wondering, you know what I'm saying, the boy, you know what I'm saying, I decided, you know, we can go to Condado. So we keep on the lookout for that because I'm definitely, oh man, I'm taking pictures, I'm taking videos, I'm wilding out. It's gonna be real fun. It's gonna be real interesting. All right.
But that's cool. I can do that. You know, I was worried. I was a little nervous.
Yeah, you should have been. You should have been.
Yikes.
All right. But all right. So I wanted to ask you a question because we were talking earlier, and I came up with something that I wanted to get into it with you, and you know, I know our audience is definitely you know what I'm saying, can feel this one on. But I wanted to talk tonight with you about double standards.
There's so many.
Because we already know my middle name is Double Standard.
AKA.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Kerhet L, if I pronounced it correctly,
Yes.
it's the Black Vagina Finder.
Oh,
okay?
goodness.
Come on,
please.
she asked what she, you know what I'm saying? She couldn't really get it together, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure she got it, you know?
What a name.
So, you know, but yeah. So it's the Black Vagina Finder. I think Goldie is chasing his cat somewhere.
Yes, so we appreciate everybody that's logging in. I see y'all coming in. We got my boy Jay, we got Myra, D, Cristal.
We got Don P in the building, man.
Yes.
We got Mark. We got Christy, Maria Torres. They all they watching, man.
We
So listen,
y'all.
I did want to talk to you about because this has been on my mind like for the last couple days.
Yeah.
First, I want to talk about like the whole Anne-Marie versus Tory Lanez thing. Okay, and if you're not familiar, Anne-Marie is a singer from Chicago.
Okay.
And so apparently she had a boyfriend and she had a side dude.
All right.
The side dude decided to get another girlfriend, which she got mad at, and she shot this dude in the head.
Did she?
Now all the chicks is all on social media talking about, oh, it's wrong to have her locked up. He was playing with her feelings and all this. She shot this man in the head and then told the police, hold on. She then told the police that the gun fell off the table, went off and shot him directly in the head. So
that is crazy.
now my whole thing is, this is my whole thing. So with all that being said, now we can talk about Tory.
Okay.
Now Tory basically shot Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. Allegedly. We don't even know the story.
Exactly.
But everybody talking about canceling Tory Lanez because he shot a chick in the foot. So we don't even know the story as to what happened with that. But we ready to cancel Tory Lanez. But when it come to old girl, everybody, free old girl. She don't need to be locked up. They doing her wrong. He played with her feelings. Why is there a double standard? Why is it okay for her to shoot this dude in the head?
Yeah,
she shot this dude in the head, and boom, Abdullah Bagada.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't really do that. Otherwise, he wouldn't still out. But you get the point. But we want to cancel. We want to cancel Tory. Why? Why is that okay?
It's not okay, because I feel like across the board, you know what I'm saying? That's exactly, we actually had a conversation in this studio like last week, and we were just talking about things that are made to be okay that are not okay, right?
Mhm.
So this is a perfect example because, like, at the end of the day, I feel like when you make certain decisions, you got to be ready to deal with those consequences that come from that. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. So at the end of the day, regardless of what led you up to that person, unless you're actually defending your life, okay,
Mhm.
whatever's gonna come is gonna come from that decision that she made. Because at the end of the day, you can't just shoot nobody just because they cheat on you. I feel like that's a bit extreme.
Okay.
I feel like that's a bit.
Hey, Goldie, I'm getting a
More
message
than
that
extreme.
on YouTube, for whatever reason, the sound is real low.
Because the mics is real far away from
Okay. Is it better now?
pull the mic to you some more.
Put a mic up. Put
There
a
we
mic
go.
up.
We good? We good? Levels is good. Levels is good.
Whoa, this is a little heavy. Hey.
Hey, well, that's what she said.
Excuse me. Oh
Okay.
my goodness.
So okay, so we're kind of in agreement on that. That you know
Yeah,
that's not cool.
Yeah.
You know. So all right, so we'll get into something that I guess we can talk about. Like, we can talk about sex, but not in that way. What I'm saying is, when we talk about a double standard when it comes to sex, and we were talking about this earlier, where you know a guy can have sex with 10 women in a night, and his boy's gonna be like, damn man, you the man, you that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Tighten it up in the middle.
You said what?
I'm telling her to tighten it up in the middle. She just letting it slide. Turn the little crank on the middle.
Turn the little crank in the middle. Okay, so a guy can have sex
It
with
ain't
10
sliding.
10 women in, you know what I'm saying, in a night, and you know his boy's thinking the man, but then you turn around and you got a woman who has sex with 10 dudes in one night, and everybody looking at her like she
Like,
like
is that even
like she was-
possible though?
oh,
Like
it's
that is
possible.
that is 10
It's
women
possi-
in one night.
I know some bitches. Oh yeah, hell yeah, it's possible.
Like what?
Hell yeah, it's possible.
Like-
Man, listen.
Huh?
It's video documented possible.
Exactly.
Okay, well that's a little bit much.
Categories you gotta check.
Okay.
But why is that a double standard? Why
I
is,
mean,
why is it
everything is a
okay?
double
Why is it
standard.
okay for a guy? But that's what we need to talk about. We need to talk about why is it okay? Why is it a double standard?
don't
Why is it
think it's
okay for a
okay.
guy? Do you think if a guy has sex with 10 women in a night,
Jeez.
but you know what I'm saying, and it's all cool because his boy's gonna think he the
double
man.
standard is very easily explained
And how's it explained?
because that's somebody's daughter.
And he's somebody's son. But why does that not matter?
No, take a second to think about that because it's a man's world, actually, and I ain't being misogynistic. I'm saying it's a man's world, so men are going to frown upon their daughter doing something that's unladylike more than a woman would frown upon her son doing something that's unmanlike. So I think that's where that's my personal opinion on how I think double standards even came to be, is based on the person who's perpetuating the ideal of what's right and what's wrong, which is pretty much usually the men.
But what happens when women talk down on another woman because she has sex with,
It's
10
in my
guys in
experience
one
that
night?
Most women talk down on other women for two things. One, because they was taught that what they're doing is wrong and they have a problem with it. And two, because they jealous of what they do. I've never seen an ugly stripper protester. I mean, I've never seen a beautiful stripper protest. I said that wrong. I've never seen a dime piece outside of a strip club protesting. I've never seen that.
Okay. Well, see, I don't really do strip clubs or like that, so I couldn't
No,
even.
what I'm saying, my point being is that most of the time, whoever is speaking out against it usually couldn't
the
do
problem
it
to have the
themselves
issue
or wish they
or
could do
person.
it.
I get that.
themselves.
I get that.
It's
I
still
definitely
Walmart.
get that. What he's saying is like when you see these protests, when you see a woman that's protesting another woman's body or anything like that, then what is usually some old, ugly, out of shape, honey boo boo looking chick, you know what I'm saying, that wouldn't be able to do it anyway. So I definitely agree with that.
To a certain extent, because
And in most cases, she might be insecure of her dude looking at these strippers.
That is true. Okay, so you don't.
Please let me know if the audio's still a little low. I'm doing my best to keep it within parameters.
yes.
But Lex, he yells and he goes up and down. So sometimes.
Hey, I'm an up and down kind of guy, man. It be like that sometimes.
Yes, and then I'm on the mic. Okay, I mean,
James Lethal, what's happening? Richie
Yes.
Carlisle in the building. All right. So, all right. So we talked about sex. We talked about Tory. We talk about. So let me ask you something. I'm gonna ask your opinion on something. So we talking about.
Come on.
All right. So why is it okay? Why is it okay for a woman? She can draw her eyebrows on. She can put makeup on. She can put eyeshadow, foundation. She can wear weave all down to her ass. You know what I'm saying?
All the
and
shit
that's
that
all.
we all like.
Hold on. But I hear a lot of women I hear a lot of women who talk about guys who like dye their hair and stuff.
Or wear
why?
a toupee. Or
But
guys
why?
that wear a toupee.
Okay, if you wear a toupee, why? Why is that a
Okay,
problem?
so-
Y'all can wear wigs because now it's like the thing. Like it's before, like women wore wigs because they had to. Now women wear wigs just because they lazy as fuck and don't want to do their fucking hair.
I'm sure that's not why women wear wigs.
They be wearing bullshit.
Because they're lazy and they do not want
because
to do their hair. That
they
is
lazy
inaccurate
as
information.
fuck.
A lot of the
they are
times
lazy.
you have to think about it like this, okay?
I'm thinking.
Women actually have protective styles and stuff like that in their hair, so that way they have first of all, you don't want to chop your hair off or do certain things to your hair, so you do it just so you can have some versatility a little bit, okay? So it's definitely not because they're lazy. It's actually a lot of work to keep that shit up. Definitely not lazy.
So it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work.
at
So
all.
if you're not putting in the work, that means you're lazy.
No, it's
That
not.
means
I'm
you're
saying,
lazy.
like,
If you
it's
just says a
different.
lot of work to keep it up.
Hell yeah.
You pick a style. You pick a style for your hair, and you decide after you get it that you can't keep it up, so you gonna throw it in. Yeah, that's the same way y'all listen to y'all dumbass friends that
that's
tell
not
y'all
true.
that to cut y'all hair
not
off and shit. So
true.
now your shit short as mine, and they telling you it's looking good,
That
even
prevents it, though.
though their hair long down to their ass, but they telling you to cut
What
your
I'm
shit
saying to
because
you
it's
is
low,
that prevents it.
and then
We have the
you
option.
can't keep it up. If you can't get
We
your
have the
hair done every week, you cannot cut your fucking hair because now you got that fucking mushroom shit looking on the top of your head when your shit looking like a fucking Mario Brother mushroom toad shit. No,
Listen,
fuck
you're
that.
so funny because you complain about all this shit that all the men like. Like y'all like these fake asses and all this extra stuff that all these women do. They do it so they look a certain type of way for you niggas. Okay?
What's your point?
I'm just saying.
What's your point?
You have an issue that's the
What's
double
your point?
standard. That's the double standard.
My middle name is double standard.
Yes.
What do we?
So that-
Okay.
That, go ahead, Goldie.
The thing is that y'all get presented with Barbie dolls and stuff of this nature, which embed in you an image of beauty, which tells you ahead of time this is what beautiful looks like. And guess what we're doing as little boys? We're getting it too from the same source.
Okay.
Y'all perpetuating it to us.
Exactly.
So
But it's social.
Women who look like doll babies, who got that contoured body, that baby blue shape, the round breasts, the round hips,
Round breasts.
becomes what we find to be attractive. Who doesn't want a baby doll?
Okay, but
You know
what
how
I'm
many
saying
years
is,
as a kid I spent looking under
I'm
Barbie's dress, hoping
sure.
that one day I would see something that I never saw.
yeah, I heard that they're making dolls now with genitals too, so that's a whole
that's
different.
not cool.
Yeah, trust me, that's a whole
Breeding
different.
perverts.
Listen, that's a whole different topic, I'm sure. But what I'm saying is the same guys that complain about all this, these are the type of women that y'all are drawn to and that y'all are attracted to. So like y'all, that's that double standard shit. The same shit that you like, that y'all go throw y'all money in the strip clubs and go pay to see, is the same shit you're sitting here complaining to me about. Don't.
What's your point?
I'm saying, like,
What's your
how
point?
can you?
What's your point?
You shouldn't even fix your mouth to have an
What do
issue
you
with.
what do you do for a living? You okay? We'll even talk about the radio. So you sit there and you on the radio and everything.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Do you do that at home?
No.
No, exactly.
Okay.
Okay, you go out and you do your shit outside the house. When you come back, it's a whole different. Exactly. Okay. Sustained. All right, we're gonna move on.
Oh, my
All right?
goodness. That's
We gonna
my point.
move-
Don't
we gonna
complain about it
move
and then
on.
indulge in it.
And you never even answered the question.
Okay.
You went all off to the left, but you never answered the question. Why is it okay for women to wear all that bullshit? You know what I'm saying? But then y'all
Listen,
talk shit.
A lot of times
y'all
y'all
talk
think we working
shit
for y'all.
about
We wear
guys.
certain things for us. Like I don't get my lashes done for my men. I do it for me because I like the way it insinuates on my face and my eyes look with it, and it just gives me an
And
extra
what
little.
gave you that standard?
Nobody gave me the standard. I got my lashes done, and I have been doing it for several years now, and I like the way it make my eyes look. Period. It's not about a standard. Women
No,
do
what
things
I'm
that
saying
we
is-
want to do
is
for us to
things
feel
we
good.
Like, things we learn we're born a blank slate. Every opinion we have is embedded in us from a person of influence in our life.
Okay.
If my dad like big girls, 9 times out of 10, I'ma like big girls because I spent my whole childhood listening to my dad saying, "Now that's a bad woman. That's a beautiful woman." And the same thing with women. Y'all talk to each other. "Oh, girl, that's cute."
Lying like a
Y'all
motherfucker.
teaching each other
Lying like a
what looks
motherfucker.
good
Okay.
and what doesn't look good. in the
Lying like a
eyes of the
motherfucker.
spectator.
Okay, but
And then
at some point,
you're your worst spectator.
at some point you have to just excuse me, at some point you have to just do what works for you though. So at the end of the day, being a secure woman, you got to just do what you want to do and don't worry about what nobody think, or worry about what nobody got to say about it. If you want to wear lashes that stick out to your damn arm length when you put your arm out, then that's
I'm
up to
not really
you.
a big fan of the Venus flytrap eyes. I'm not.
That's just ugly.
I feel like you'll
That's
catch a
just
fly
ugly.
with 'em when they really-
That's just ugly. Watch when the wind blow and them bitches fly off your goddamn face,
depending on
and
how
you be
you
looking
have 'em on,
goofy as
they're not
fuck.
gonna
Then you be
fly
looking
off.
like Forrest Whitaker out this
Well, I don't
motherfucker
wear
with one
those.
fucking
It's
eye and shit.
something weird. Today I was at the laundromat and a lash was on the floor at the laundromat. The girl was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "That ain't yours." She was like, "Oh hell no, I got my own."
Okay, well, there you go. It's to each his
I heard
own.
a girl say nothing like that.
To each his own. What I'm saying is, you just got to be secure in yourself, because guess what? Damned if you do, damned if you don't. You gonna have some people that like it and be like, "Oh, girl, that's cute. Yeah, I like them," and some people like, "Okay, that's too much." So you have to be secure within yourself to really just do your own thing and not really worry about what nobody thinks, because they gonna have something to say either way.
And she said you can't have this conversation with people. This doesn't apply. I like lashes on some girls.
Yeah.
I just don't like when they get too far.
Yeah.
I
So
don't like the over. I like accents, but I don't like the over accents.
yes.
The exaggerations. Like, okay, you get a boob job, but damn, you don't have to get a boob job like huge. Like, you can get accented till you got a perfect shape, but once you go outside of the realm of trying to like over exaggerating the augmentation, that's when I'm like, nah. I don't
And
really
see,
like
and
that.
that's where you have an issue with it. But obviously, she likes it, or she wouldn't even have got it done. So at the end of the day, if she's not doing it for you, or if it's not directly affecting you, like sometimes people be so focused on other motherfuckers' business and what they got going on that they ain't even taking care of their own household and what they need to do for
I
themselves.
just don't know when it came to the point where y'all trying on body parts and stuff like y'all tried on wigs in the 80s.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
No, I don't
Good
have it.
transition, Goldie. Good transition. Because why is it okay for a woman to state she can have a specification on what a guy needs to look like? He needs to have a six pack, or he needs to be 6'2" at least, or he needs to do all that. But the very fucking minute that we say, "Oh well, I don't like chubby girls," it's a fucking problem.
It's not a problem.
Hell bullshit. Don't
Listen,
even
it's not a
don't even
problem.
fix your lips to tell that motherfucking lie. This is a fucking problem. Okay,
not
I'm
a
gonna tell you why. How many
Everybody
people?
has
How many times? Because you
it
even
is.
mentioned this. You even mentioned this. When I'm on Facebook. Okay, and I make it perfectly known I don't like women with short hair. Okay, I don't like when your shit look like mine. I can't fuck with you. If we ever in a relationship and I say I'm about to go to the barbershop and you say make me an appointment too, the relationship is over. The relationship is
know.
get your
I
shit the
used to
fuck
feel
up
that way,
out of here.
man.
No, hold on, Goldie, hold on. No, get your shit the fuck up out of here. But why
And
is that
that's
okay?
fine.
Why is that
That's
okay?
your preference.
But what I'm saying is, when y'all have a preference, y'all are cool with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he need to do this. He need to do that. He need to look like this. He need to look like that. When we have a preference, then it's an issue. Oh, we hating. We chubby hating. We hating on this. We hating on that. Why is that an issue?
Listen, it's not a hold on. What?
Damn that
That's
phone
the
right now.
Wait,
Damn that
not
phone.
Yet, though. Not yet. It ain't time. Call back.
Okay.
Call back.
Keep going.
So yeah, it's not an issue. So my whole thing is this. That's your preference. People are allowed to have personal preferences. Okay? I know you ain't talking about yelling, okay? I had to make sure that I, got my voice up there so you can understand.
It's up there. It's way up there.
Okay to have a
Loud
preference.
ass.
It's okay to have a preference. And it's nothing wrong with you saying that you don't want somebody to go to the barbershop with you. Fine. That's absolutely fine. Don't, I just feel like it just depends on the individual. For real. Because at the end of the day, it really just depends on what floats your boat. I mean, to me, I'm talking about.
I think a short hair woman, as long as she maintains her femininity, is like more options. I like a woman that can change her look every other day.
Yeah, and that's what where people wear
You can have
wigs.
30 wigs and be somebody
Exactly.
different.
And you ain't got to tie your
Let me
hair
tell you
down
something.
or
Let me tell you
worry
something.
about it being
If I roll
bulgy.
over at 3:00 in the morning and touch your
my
hair, and I think Steve done crawled in my bed or something,
no, they
it's a
sleep in lace
whole
fronts.
nother
Lace-
fucking
Exactly,
issue.
and that's
It is a
fine.
whole nother fucking issue. Okay, now fuck that. No.
dramatic,
Okay,
okay? So
and
that's
you've
fine.
even made point of that, like you really on that short hair thing. You still on that shit. Why is that an issue though? Like why
not an
is it
issue.
even coming up?
It's not an issue. That's fine. You just feel like you don't like short hair. That's cool.
Well, how would you feel if a dude? Now this I seen this actually. How would you feel as a woman if a dude had long hair but had female hairstyles? Now when I say female, like that ponytail to the side,
A man bun.
some female hairstyle. How would you feel about
Me
that?
personally, like, that's not my thing, right? So just exactly with us, like, I don't want my man to have a rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
we're not both about to be having a rap bob
Sitting there
contest.
trying to see each other.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, babe, and like, no, we ain't doing that. So that's just personal preference. Again, back to my point. Like, that's not my thing. I don't want my man to have a perm. I don't want him to have a wrap. I want him. He can have hair, but he better do something with that shit. He ain't about to. He ain't about to do that.
How would you feel if I said that shit to you? Like, if no, matter of fact, if I didn't even say it to you, I said it to Goldie about you. If you was my woman, I'd be like, hey, she can get her hair, but she better do something with that shit.
Well,
like, how would you really
I
feel?
mean,
Double standard.
I'm
Double
just
standard.
saying. But as a preference, if you're in a relationship with somebody and they care about what you think and how you feel and they're looking good for you, then either you're gonna make that adjustment or you're gonna have to find somebody else.
Lex, I got a good one for you.
Shoot.
Period.
How do I say that? Go ahead, Lex. Let me think, boy.
Yeah, get your shit
right,
together, go,
all
because
right.
you be getting
So
a little crazy.
here's my next
How
question.
would you feel as a woman if your dude came to bed with some plastic on, like you come to bed with some plastic?
Plastic. What do you mean
Like
plastic?
fake titties, fake booty, and he just show up with a fake penis on.
Oh my god! What? Like how?
They got extenders and shit. They got sleeves and shit.
Extended, all kind
Yeah.
of weirdo stuff.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, one thing about the bedroom is it's personal. So even like my whole thing is I'm a rider. If that's what my man got to do to please me, and he even think outside of the box to even try to do that, then
I almost couldn't swallow
what's
this coffee.
in my bedroom
That
ain't
bullshit.
nobody's business.
That
Flat
bullshit
out.
you just gave.
Flat
I
out.
almost
Flat
couldn't
out.
swallow this
What's in
goddamn
my
coffee,
bedroom ain't
man.
nobody's
That
business.
bullshit.
I mean,
okay.
I'm not saying
okay,
that I
hold
wouldn't
on.
maybe in my head feel some type of way,
it's
but
dark
nobody
and
wouldn't
the
know.
lights out. It's dark and the lights out in the dark. Y'all under the covers, and all of a sudden he slides you something different.
Oh my goodness.
You used to the little pickle and he slides you the cucumber.
I'm like, damn, baby, you know, like whatever. Like my
You gonna sit there and tell that fucking lie. You gonna sit there and tell that bald head ass lie. That was a bald head ass lie. Okay, fuck no. Okay, no, fuck that. Okay, all right, so listen.
Mark
Going
said
on
it's
to
the whole
that.
package, just not the accessories, right, Mark?
Mark lives with his woman, so he gotta say shit like that. Okay, fuck that. Okay, hold on. All right, so let's talk about this. We talk about extending shit. So why is it okay if a woman, she can have 3 dildos, 2 vibrators, some nipple clamps, and all that shit, but let me show up with the straight pussy 3000 with the vibrating motherfucking moaning action and shit, and all of a sudden I'm a motherfucking pervert. Why? Why?
Listen.
That bitch got full suction action from all 3
Oh,
holes
my
and shit.
goodness.
It's self lubricating with the programmable noises in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But I show up with that bitch, and all of a sudden it's a problem.
Oh,
Why?
my goodness.
Why is that an issue?
You know a little bit too much, Lex.
Hey, well, you know,
Listen,
hey,
he does.
That's another topic for another show.
Yeah, and then like,
But why is that a problem? though?
listen, it's not a problem. Whatever you kinky shit you into with your mate, and you know all these toys, because you know the names. Like I'm not that familiar with them to know. You know the suction power and
Hell
the
yeah.
voltage that you
Hell
need.
yeah.
You into some pretty kinky shit.
Oh, I'm Lex Vegas, man.
Sheesh.
I'm Lex Vegas,
like,
man. Hell,
whoa,
motherfucking yeah.
Full
Hell,
section 3.0.
Full suction 3000.
Damn.
Okay, 3000, 3 stacks. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's,
Hell
that's
yeah. Hell
a
yeah. Okay, but why is that so much an issue? Y'all can have all the sex toys in the world, but we can't have shit without being judged. Why is that? Huh?
So my whole thing is, it just depends on the person. Like you gotta have.
That's
a
just
certain
gonna be your
type of-
answer for everything, huh?
because listen,
That's gonna be your
you gotta
answer
have a
for
certain
every
type of
fucking thing.
vibe.
That's
Listen,
a whole
for
that's
real,
a whole
for
way
real, 'cause
of
even in
curving the
comments,
question.
Even in the comments, like you gotta have a certain type of vibe and connection with somebody to be able to go to different levels with them. So if they feel like they need a toy to please you, or if y'all indulging in these other extracurricular activities and y'all both there and y'all can get to where you're trying to go together, like that's the beautiful thing. I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, be mad at nothing.
That sound like you read that shit off the pamphlet.
Oh,
I'm
my
not even talking about
goodness.
that.
It's not
I ain't
even
even
about
talking
a
about.
pamphlet.
Okay, so you talking about if they using them together? What if they using them? You can use your vibrator by yourself.
You
What?
can.
So if I'm using the Pulsinator 3000 with the full suction action
I'ma watch
by
your
my
ass and say,
motherfucking
this
self.
is one sick motherfucker.
Why? Why I gotta be sick though?
And
That's
I'ma
what
be
I'm
looking
saying.
at you like,
Why?
damn.
That's the double standard
Listen,
right there.
I'm
Why?
be looking at you like this nigga is tearing this
Double
toy
standard just exposed itself.
Shit.
This
About to tell
nigga
that-
is tearing this toy up. Like,
Get
he
the-
really think it's for real.
Get the motherfucking warranty on that bitch. All right.
So what you think I'm saying when after I finish making sweet, passionate monkey jungle love to you, I hear in the background something go.
That mean you ain't do your job right if I gotta steal
I hate both of them. I promise you.
about you
I hate
being
Goldie. I hate
oversexual?
fucking Fire. I hate both of them. I'm
You
trying
ain't
to
do
tell
your
you.
job. right,
Lex,
if I
this is
got
the
to
one.
go
This is the one
do-
right here, and this is the Lulu. This is the big one. Okay, you like your nose ring. You think that you in a way, and you
And
look
I
in
hate
the
that
mirror, you
motherfucker.
say,
And I don't
And
give
I
a fuck.
hate that
And I don't
motherfucker.
care.
I
accents
hate-
my beauty. It brings out whatever it brings out. I like it. It's the thing for me, right?
Oh, my
What if your
goodness.
significant other, meaning like your husband or
Uh-huh.
your real strong boyfriend, says,
Strong
I
boyfriend.
don't like that nose ring and I don't want you to wear it.
What I would do is, in certain instances,
See, I turned my
where
lip before she even
I
started
would
talking.
actually care that much about how you feel, I would just
It's
do
your
like this.
husband. Let's say it's your husband. Let's go all the way there.
There you go.
This your
Boom.
husband. Your husband says, that makes you
Boom.
look like a whore. I don't want you wearing it no more.
Boom. It's tucks. Hello. What
No,
nose
fuck.
ring?
No, tuck that bitch. Cause as soon as you sneeze and that bitch slide out, we're
It's
gonna
not
have a
gonna
whole
slide
ass
out.
problem.
What-
We're gonna have a
what nose
whole
ring?
ass no.
What nose ring?
Oh,
There you
that's
go.
So nasty.
There you go.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly.
I'm just saying.
Okay. So we gonna get off the nose ring because you know how I feel about that
And
shit.
I don't care. So
Okay,
let me,
I'm
so let me
sure
pull
you-
it
I'm
back
sure you
out.
know.
Hey,
Go ahead and pull it out.
Lex, I'm applying that to lashes, wigs, weaves, any accents that you wasn't born with. If you've been wearing them for years,
That's
when he
fine.
met you was wearing them. This is what makes you
Hey,
feel
sister.
great as a woman. If your
Who the fuck is
for
sister?
men and women.
Sister.
If your
Oh,
if,
sister.
if Lex, if your girl told you, look, I don't want you getting no more lineups. I want you to be the African you was naturally born to be. I want you to look natural.
Yeah, he gonna be in the bathroom sneaking with them damn clippers, and he gonna still line.
How
this
you
shit
gonna
up.
sneak a lineup? You can see that shit. What the fuck you mean sneak a lineup? No, I'm gonna sneak a box in that motherfucker and pack her shit up. She can get the fuck out.
Oh,
That's
really?
what the fuck. Yes.
Oh, just because she don't want you to get a lineup.
What's the problem? What the problem is?
Whatever.
My thing is the double standard topic. I'm saying like if this thing is something your mate asks you to give up, is it worth more than your relationship?
It's not even about it being worth more than your relationship. For me, it's this, okay? You gotta accept the motherfucker how they are sometimes. Like sometimes we go into situations, right? And I'm gonna be a victim of it as a woman, okay? We go into situations and you go in with the idea of trying to change someone, or even women. We go in and a lot of times you deal with men because of the potential or things that you see in them that maybe the nigga don't even see in himself. You gotta understand at one point that this is how this person is, this is what they came with, this is how they, you know what I'm saying, the package came. So it may be a possibility that I can't change it. So at that point, you have to make sure that you decide if it's something you're gonna deal with and that you can accept, or if it's something that's a deal breaker and you can't accept it. But a lot of times you can't change it. So no, I'm not just gonna say, oh, because my man don't like this, I tuck the nose ring, but I'm not just gonna take it out
You can't change
until
the
I'm
nose
ready.
ring.
Until
You
I'm
can't-
ready.
you can't change the
until
nose
I'm
ring?
ready. Until I'm ready.
Hold on. No. Back up. Rewind. Back up. This is the remix. You said sometimes it's something that you can't change, and then you went right back to the nose ring. Like the nose ring can be changed.
It could be.
You know what I'm saying?
And I tuck it when I want to.
That's not a change. That's
You'll
an,
give up your
it's an
whole
adaptation.
marriage.
I wouldn't give up my. So that's just like the same thing. He'll give it the whole marriage because I got my nose pierced.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what he doesn't like, just for the simple fact he
Yeah.
don't like it.
Yeah.
At that level, if I felt like it was worth it, then that would be a decision that I would have to make.
Kerr L said, if she had it before they met, he either embraced it or kicked rocks, basically.
That's my
Well,
girl.
you already see
That's my girl right
see
there.
that girl crazy anyway.
That's my girl.
I've been reading her
Dog,
damn
listen,
comments. She might
ain't crazy.
might
She
as well
on
be
her
full
shit.
lesbo because I can already tell she a man hater. I done already read the comments. She might as well be full lesbo.
No man hater.
Man,
okay?
of course you gonna say that. Of course,
I think
yeah.
outside of here, when
Exactly.
in real life, she'd take off.
She got a dude sitting right next to her right now. She
Listen,
hiding her phone
you
from
cannot control
that
my individuality.
that she ain't
what
letting
makes me who I am. That's right.
individuality.
That's right.
Individuality.
Yes.
Come on, man. Anyway,
This.
all right. So,
Amen.
okay, moving on. Okay, why is it okay for a woman to call her friend a bitch, but it's not okay for us? Why? Why?
That's a good one, Liz.
Why?
Listen, that is a good one. That is a good
So
one.
give me a
And
good
guess
answer.
what?
Give me a good answer, and don't say it depends on. Don't say it depends on the person because you've been curving the questions all night with that shit. It just depends on the person.
don't depend on the person.
So I want to hear this. I want to hear. Bam. Let's go.
Okay, because guess what? As a woman, we use the B word.
Bitch.
Bitch, all of the. We use it as we see fit, and it's disrespectful when y'all try to use it with us.
Why?
Flat out.
Why?
We can't joke with
Why?
you like, girl, bitch.
Right.
No, because
Right.
it ain't for you. Some things, you see how when we
my
just had this
God.
conversation, you can't make everything for you. Like,
But
it's
you
not.
supposed to
It's not
love
for
me
you.
More than you love your girls.
It's not for you.
See, you see how she trying to. You see, she
I'm
already
just looking
next.
at the comments
Next.
because, like,
Right,
some
right.
things just got to be that. Like, you know, like some things don't have an explanation. Some things don't need to be elaborated on. It's just something that's like that taboo. Like, you can't.
A bitch is a female dog, right?
Correct.
A dog is man's best friend, right?
Okay.
So if I call you my bitch, or I say anything a bitch, you said
Listen,
that's me calling
but
you
usually
my
think
best
about it. But
friend.
think about it. When y'all usually do it, it's usually in a.
So what if
y'all
it's not?
mad.
What if it's not in a bad
Okay.
context? What if it's
So-
not? What if it's not in a
a
negative
bad
context?
context?
The
Of
only
course.
time. you
Okay,
can get
so
a-
if I'm talking to Go, if you my woman, but I'm talking to Goldie, and you just happen to overhear us, and he be like, "Yo, who is that outside?" I'm like, "That's just my bitch. She cool." Why is that an issue? Because
That's
that
not an
was
issue.
that was not a
That's an
negative.
issue.
That was not a negative. I didn't say it in a negative.
Cause she'll damn sure tell her girl that's my nigga.
Okay, but that's. It's only certain cases you may possibly be able to get a pass. It's
You
it.
mad as of course it's derogatory.
Exactly.
In that context.
We ain't even talking about being mad. I'm just talking about in a normal.
friendly level. Like,
Listen.
you tell me the remote to quit playing.
Yeah, because that's how it. Because that's please listen. My friends already know. If I call her and I'm like, bitch, she already know. I'm about to tell her some juicy.
So the next time I call you,
You better not.
I'm not-
You
what?
better
For what?
not.
Why?
I'm gonna hang up on your
Why?
ass. You
Why?
ain't even gonna be able to get it out because you can't do it.
why not?
Because
Why not?
I said so.
Because it's double standard.
There you
Because
go.
it's double standard. Yeah. So don't ever hit me with no double standard shit right now. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, the only times a man can say bitch is maybe because like even in a situation where like you talking to your niggas, like do you have to use that word to describe your woman? Like why? Like
I
you know.
take it as a personal privilege that I use it often during sex.
I just use it. Period.
Listen,
Fuck
if you
them
use
bitches.
it, during sex, then you better be putting it down so much that I don't even recognize that you even said it. Like it better slip, and I better be done and be like, damn, he called me a bitch, and but he was all right.
And
You
you
know, but I
nutted
ain't
as soon
even
as he
gonna-
said that shit.
Listen,
You nutted.
You know what
right
I'm saying?
when he said that
so
shit.
that is okay. So that's one of the times, but you know, it's few and far between.
So it's okay certain times, but other times it's not.
I'm gonna hit you with this. Say you my bitch.
You better make her say it too. You better if you hit a bitch with a line like that, you better
You
make
just
her
said
say
hit a
it.
bitch with a line. You see what I'm saying? It just slipped. It just slipped right on out.
But
It
I'm
just
saying-
slipped right on,
yeah,
and it
because we
rolled right off
talking.
the tongue too.
Yeah, because
and
I'm
it
just
rolled
saying,
right
if you
off
hit
the
a bitch
tongue.
with a line like that, you better make sure that you can back it up. You better have that thrust behind it.
Thrust.
You better have that
certain
thrust.
level
I'm
you
about to
The
thrust
is a
your ass
must.
right off my fucking
thrust
friends
is
list.
a
That's what's
must.
about to happen. I'm gonna
You
thrust
know
you right
whether
off my
it's cool
goddamn
is
friends
really
list.
question.
That's what's about to happen. Okay. So while we talking about that, why you said it's okay in certain situations but not in others.
gosh.
So I'm gonna hit you with this one then.
I don't want you to feel like we double.
Hold on.
Listen, it's cool 'cause I can handle it.
Hold on. If it's okay in certain situations
Yes.
to call a woman a bitch, but you know in other situations it's not. Let's switch it up a little bit. Why is it okay sometimes for some people, for white people to use the N word, but not
Yeah,
all
see,
the time?
that's different because I don't have any.
Just switch lanes.
Yeah,
on the-
I don't. That's the way to switch lanes.
But
it reminds me of a show. I never had nobody
I'm
use
switching
that word
lanes
around me,
because
'cause I
I'm
wouldn't
switching
even make
lanes
it
because of what
cool.
you said. I'm switching lanes because of what you said. You said that it's okay in certain situations, in certain
And for that
situations not.
particular
So some
situation.
people make it okay in certain situations, and some people don't.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to figure out. Why is it okay in certain situations and certain situations
I don't
not?
have any white friends that think that it's okay to use that in my, and it would never be, just like I don't want you to be that comfortable to even think that, you know what I'm saying, it's cool. Like it's not a go, it's not okay, and
Okay.
yeah.
So why is it okay for me to call you my nigga, but it ain't okay for somebody else? Like, why is it okay for us to use it but not for them?
I mean, overall, I just think that's also personal preference because, like you said, some people has let a situation come where it's that comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Where they let certain shit slide. For me, I just would never, make it that comfortable. So let me ask you some questions because you said something about a double team, and I can take the pressure, but you asking every time it's like, what will fire do? You know what I'm saying?
I just don't want to feel like we jumping you.
Yeah, it's cool, Goldie. I appreciate the concern, but I can handle it because I ain't worried, or intimidated by either one of you.
So shoot. Let her
You know what I'm
shoot.
saying?
Let her
That's
shoot,
never
Goldie.
the issue.
Shoot.
However,
hit me. Hold on, let me
So,
fix the headphones.
I wanna know-
All right, there we go.
I want to know, why is it okay for men to just feel like it's all right, or you got to accept him, but if he come with baby mamas and all, you know what I'm saying, like several different baby mamas, but it's looked at differently for a woman to have several baby daddies.
Oh, we actually did a show at one point where we talked about how if you got more than 3 baby fathers, you a hoe.
Wow. Was that the conclusion y'all came to?
Well, I had to call my mother
What the?
because there's 5 of us and we all got different baby mamas. I mean, different
Mrs.
fathers.
Mama Goldie, I ain't got nothing to do with this conversation. I'm letting you know, Mama Goldie, I don't know nothing about
You
what
want me to
talking
tell you the
about.
quick story?
Go ahead. This has to be interesting.
So I was in the next room and I heard Big Squeeze doing a show and he said something about and along the lines of if a woman has more than 3 baby fathers, she's a hoe.
Wow.
So I thought to myself, instantly my antennas was raised and I was concerned because my mother has 5 children and they all have different fathers. And my mama ain't no hoe. So I said, you know what, on my show, following his show, I'm calling my mother. And we're going to get to the bottom of this.
Okay.
So I called my mother, and before she got to talking, I said something about Mom. Before you say anything, I want you to know you're on the air. Woo, 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 woo.
Okay. Thank you for
And
prepping her.
it's like 10 people in the main studio surrounding the microphones, waiting to hear what's about to happen. So I said, Ma. She said, yes, son. I said, we just had a conversation, and they said if a woman has more than 3 baby fathers, she's a hoe. I said, Ma, you had more than 3 baby fathers. She said, that's right. I said, is you a hoe? Now, it got so quiet you could hear a rat piss on cotton. It got super quiet. And my mother, her next word, I'm thinking she going to say, oh, no, it's just, my mother said, took a deep breath just like that. She said, well, those was, everybody was like, oh, I'm like, Mom, don't do that on the air.
Go to commercial. Real quick. We ain't got
She
commercials.
said,
but
well,
play
it was
one.
a different time back then, blah, 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 blah. Everything else was Charlie Brown after that. Wah, 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 wah. Mom, why did you just
Listen,
do
well, I mean, at the end of the day, I just feel like it's supposed to be accepted on a man's behalf, but a guy would look at you a little differently. You know what I'm saying? If you had 5 kids by 5 different men, and it's like he come and he got 7 kids by 7 different women, but you know what I'm saying? You come with your 5 and he looking like,
It depends on the
You know
individual.
what? Honestly, I'm gonna say it like this, and it's not gonna resonate real good with the fellas.
Go ahead.
It's because one of the reasons is because we don't in most cases. I ain't gonna say all because I have custody of one of my daughters, but in actuality, we don't always have to be fathers, and that kind of resonates with a lot of guys. Where a woman, if she got 7 kids. We'll say 5 kids. She got 5 kids. Chances are, all 5 of them kids
Are with her.
is with her.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a chance that if she got 5 kids, there's 5 different baby daddies lurking around some motherfucking where.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So a dude, he might be a pussy for all I know. He might not want to deal with all them niggas for all I know. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have to always be fathers. You know what I'm saying?
Which is a problem.
So it is a big problem.
Yeah.
It is a big problem. Like I said, I have custody of one of my oldest daughter. I have custody of her. She's been with me for the last 4 years. But before that, I'll admit, like, even though I was, very involved in my kids' lives, it wasn't forced on me. You know what I'm saying? At the end, if I wanted to do something this weekend, I can do it. I ain't gotta see if I can get a babysitter. I ain't gotta see if I, you know what I'm saying, anything like that. Who gonna watch the kids? What the kids gonna do? What the kids gonna eat and all that stuff. I can just go. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And that's the thing. So a guy, he's looking at that like, damn, she got 5 kids. That's 5 mouths to feed. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna keep no 5 fucking kids. You know how hard it is to get a babysitter for 5 fucking kids? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, but this is what I'm saying. So as a guy, you're looking at it like, how am I gonna really date this woman? How can I court this woman if you want to do it the right way? How can I court this? I can't take you out all the time. You know what I'm saying? If we doing it the right way, then I definitely ain't laying up at the crib with all your kids. You know what I'm saying?
And
Off
it's a package
jump.
deal if we doing it the right way.
So but that's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, so you're looking at that and you're like, well, do I really want to even cross that road? Because
We got to open up these phone lines.
they going like
crazy.
that.
216-772-3393 is the number to call if you want to comment on the topic today,
let's
which
go
is
ahead.
double standards.
Tap
Okay.
on in.
Yeah.
Why is it okay for them and not for them, and vice versa?
But that was the ladies feeling you. That was some real shit that you said, and I respect you for not being on the bullshit for the answer.
I say that
You know
all
what
the
I'm
time,
saying?
fellas. We do not have to. We're not forced to be fathers, like women are forced to be mothers.
mothers,
You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
When a kid pop out the pussy, it's attached to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mama's
saying?
baby, daddy's maybe.
Right.
They
You know what
not
I'm saying?
forced to do nothing because little kids get found in garbage cans and on doorsteps
Well,
every day.
you know,
But what are
that's
the
a whole
odds?
different.
It's
That's a whole different topic.
But not more than likely. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, like you said, the women
He
are.
gave her for adoption at birth. It's all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
You can't
but
just.
more than likely.
But
the
it is a
women are
double
done.
standard even in that lane.
The women are the ones that are left to bear. You know what I'm saying? That situation, especially if he's something that he decided he wanted to move on. And that was actually part going into my next question, which was, why is it that when a man, like, okay, in the situation, I know people that are like, was a great father while they was in a relationship, right? But then as soon as something happened with the woman, you know what I'm saying? Like, he turned into like a deadbeat. And
Well-
it was crazy
Well,
because
I'm gonna take a page out of your book, and I'm gonna say it depends on the situation. And well, what I'm saying is, let's just say him and the mother had a real bad falling out to where they can't stand to be around each other. You know what I'm saying? That kind of curves a lot of shit when it comes to, like, you can say he being a deadbeat, but what is she doing to facilitate that? You know what I'm saying? I put out there, and y'all know I don't like really putting personal shit out there all like that, but my middle daughter, her mother does not let me see her. She lives in South Carolina. I have a 13-year-old that I have not seen since she was 4 years old. And that's because her mother decided that since we couldn't be together, that, she actually told people. She told people that if I was not going to fuck her anymore, I couldn't see my kid. The last time I saw my daughter was by accident. I pulled up at the grocery store, and she happened to be coming out the grocery store with my kid. You know what I'm saying? That was the last time I saw my kid. So what I'm saying is, now I'm sure her story is different, but people around me know how I feel about my kids. You know what I'm saying? People know exactly how I feel about my kids. I tried forever. I called lawyers. I called family. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to help because she took my kid to move to South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? So nobody wanted to get involved in that. Okay? But I'm sure her story to her people is that he don't do shit. He don't do shit. I still pay child support for a kid that I ain't seen since she was 4. She's 13 now. I still pay child support, and I tell them, take that shit out of my check. Don't wait for me to send it to you. You know what I'm saying? Take it out of my check before I even get it. Before I even get it.
No.
But what I'm saying is, what is she doing to facilitate that? Because the story is never going to be, oh, well, I've been getting on his nerves, or we argue a lot, and now you know what I'm saying, he do be trying, but I be in my feelings or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So you can't really say like, oh, you know what I'm saying, just because we're not together no more, he don't want to see his kid. You don't really know what the backstory is behind that.
And it's a lot of the times, okay, we don't know the backstory, but I'm saying in this case, so at this point, are you still actively working towards that as far as like still trying to get rights or custody or anything like that?
The only thing I can do now is pray on it.
Okay.
That's the only thing I do now. To make a long story short, I contacted some family lawyers here. They told me they didn't want to do anything about it because she lives in South Carolina. I contacted some lawyers in South Carolina, and they said that they didn't want to do it because I live here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Man,
Then
okay,
you can't- your
but
hands are
I
tied.
pray on it all the time, and that's about all I can do right now. You know, until something happens. All I look at the old cliche that hopefully she grows up and she figures out that the reason that her daddy wasn't in her life wasn't because of me. It was because of her mama. And that's the only thing I can hope for at this
And
time.
that's definitely a reality for a lot of kids. They grew up to find that out to be true.
Yeah.
Because they're not stupid. Once they get to a certain age, they see what it really
Yeah,
is.
absolutely.
Mama could tell them any story she want to, but they start to rationalize and seeing mama. Because, you know, to kids, their parents is God, so they believe
right.
what they told from their parents. But it always comes an eye-opening moment where the kids going to see what the real is. It's not a question, and they're going to be upset more. I think it's bad because the kids become more upset with the dishonest parent than they do with the absent parent.
No, and I understand, and I'm sorry to hear about that story, and I just commend you for at least trying to handle it the way that you did, and also the fact that you are still, you know, actively trying to support that child by paying child support. So I respect that.
But see,
real
the
man-
underlying double standard is this. This is the underlying double standard. Why would courts award custody to the mother instead of to the father? Why unless it's some extreme circumstances, even the court system holds that double standard where the kids need to be with their mother instead of with their father. You should be able to go into a court of law, and I'm sure you can on a certain level, and say, listen, I'm a better father than she is a mother. I want my kids. You know, I know it's stuff in place to do that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I feel like it should be easier. It should be less friction to it. As a man, I have to go above and beyond to prove to the courts that I'm a better father. And not only prove that I'm a better father, I got to prove that she's a less of a mother.
Yeah.
Why do I got to defame their mom to get custody of them?
See, that also goes back to people just really realizing and taking responsibility for who you lay up with. Like these are deep-rooted issues.
No, that's that.
But I'm saying it is.
You don't
because-
know. You don't know what type of parent they are until they become a parent.
But you don't know the type of parent they are until they become a parent. But at the same time, it's just like you just got to be more accountable instead of living in the moment. Like, you know, as adults, and of course you don't learn these type of things until you get older and experience some things, right? But I'm just saying that's exactly why people should be more accountable of who they lay up with. You can't just be out here having sex.
Unprotected sex.
Unprotected. You know what I'm saying? With people.
I'll go even farther with you. And this is honest to God. When she got pregnant with my daughter, I had a rubber on. It broke. Like literally. I promise you. As my hand is the guy.
That exonerates
you. Know
you.
What I'm saying? I literally went to take the motherfucker off, and I was sticking right through that bitch, and I looked at her and I said, "Oh shit!" And she said, "Don't even worry about it. I can't even get pregnant."
What?
I swear.
Really?
Exactly.
Really?
She said, "Don't even worry about it. I can't even get
Women
pregnant."
don't like condoms as much as men. Don't get it twisted.
Exactly. But
Y'all want to feel that.
But okay, so let's piggyback off what you were saying, where it says, you know, you need to be careful who you lay up with and everything like that. But yeah, it happens.
Yeah,
but then I can even say, and I'm far from, anybody that knows me knows I'm far from a conspiracy theorist. I don't believe in conspiracies and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit just happens. Motherfuckers do bullshit. Okay? But here's the thing. I do believe that the system is against us as far as men.
I agree.
Because here's the thing. So when we fall out, the first thing that y'all defense mechanism, not saying you personally, but most women, their defense mechanism is running down the child support. Okay? Running down the child support. Now, then what happens is you put this man on child support and he still gotta live. So when he does not make these child support payments and he gets to a certain point, what do? They take his license away. Now you done took my license away, I can't get to work. Yeah. So now I'm further behind on child support. So then what happens after that? When I get further behind, they take my ass to jail. Yeah. Okay? They take my ass to jail. So now I done lost my job. Okay?
Somebody need to go back in time and smack whoever put that on the table.
Because then here's the point. Here's the main thing that I cannot stand above anything. So when you take me to jail and I lose my job and let's just say I owe $30,000 in child support. Let's say they put me in jail. I do 30 days in the county. When I get out, I still owe $30,000. You ain't took $9 off of what I owe, so you're just putting me further and further in the hole. Because now, not only am I behind, not only do I not have a license, not only do I not have a job, but now I have a fucking record.
Yeah.
Now I have a fucking record.
On top of it, to make it harder for you to get a job.
Exactly.
I agree with you completely.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Everybody knows I don't. You know what I'm saying? We talk about the COVID shit and all that shit. Fuck that. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? But I do honestly, wholeheartedly believe that the system is against us in that way.
Yes. And I mean, a lot of things were created.
It's
just
designed to keep us separate.
I was going to say that, designed to break up the black families, and we got some people going crazy. You know what I'm saying? In the comments, so we appreciate y'all just for tapping in and everybody.
Hold the fuck up! Hold the fuck, not you, Jack Miller. That's one of your boys, Goldie.
That's my dude.
Jack Miller said, unless they're married, a man is not trying to be a parent. What the fuck does that mean?
That's his observation of today's man.
What does that mean? How you gonna say that if we have a kid but I don't marry you, I don't want to be a fucking parent just because we're not married?
No, that's what he's saying is like, and I'll let him explain it himself. What he's saying is men today, in his opinion, if they're not married, they ain't trying to be a parent. They just trying to be a father. They just trying to be a donor. Like for real, and I see the truth in it because of what he's trying to say.
Okay, so explain to me what he's trying to say, because I ain't getting it at all.
Okay, you're taking it as personal as of your situation. What he's saying is these young guys, these young cats in general, that it's his observation that unless they're married, a man is not trying to be a parent. That's just what it is. That's what I see it too. Like a lot of ways. How can you be a baby father to like 6 women at the same time?
Okay, I get
I'm
that.
talking about like you just had a baby here this year. You got 2 girls pregnant. You're not trying to be a parent if you got 2 women pregnant at once. You're not trying to be a parent if you got her pregnant on this side of town, her pregnant. Yes. She had 2 parents. That's not somebody trying to be a parent. That's somebody just trying to be a baby daddy.
Yeah. And it is impossible.
Okay.
And that's the point. Like and that goes back to just everybody just trying to be more responsible and accountable, because it's no way possible that you can be at 6 different houses at one time. Some kid is gonna lack, that 2-parent co-parenting thing that you
can't be a co-parent in more than one household. It's physically impossible.
It is. And then a lot of times, you got guys out here, and it's financially impossible too, because you can't even take care of yourself, let alone. It
automatically creates friction, because what you do for one, you got to do for all of them, or they're gonna feel slighted.
And they're gonna feel like that.
They're gonna feel treated unfairly, and that's not your intention at all. Yeah. But if you do for one, you got to do the same for all of them, to every degree. And as soon as you don't, they're gonna find a reason, because for one, they don't want to share. Who wants to share a parent? I don't want my dad to be his dad too, unless it's my mama's son.
In most cases, yes.
In pretty much all cases, you don't want to share your daddy or your mama.
Yeah. I mean, shit.
Like when your little brother or little sister was born, you felt a certain type of way for a while. For a while, you like, oh, he about to get all the attention. They about to talk to him. Oh, why he get to wear my old shirt? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? You feel a type of way. Don't nobody want to share their parent. You want to hold your parent tight. You want to be selfish with your parent. That's just innate. That's something you can't change. But what he's saying is, though, like these kids nowadays, they just fucking to be fucking.
Yeah. No,
and then if a baby come out, oh shit, you about to be my BM. Then someone be like, no, I ain't. I'm about to go to the clinic. Yeah. And the other ones be, you know what I'm saying? It's a weird dynamic that's going on now. It is. Y'all call in, man. Tell us what y'all think. 216-772-3393 is the number to call.
Call in. You said you don't agree with it, Tyra. Call in.
Tyra ain't trying to call in, man. She don't want this work neither. She ain't trying to get that work. My man Mark said, look, bottom line, if you man enough to make a child, you man enough to take care of that motherfucker.
I mean, as you supposed to.
But
as we all know, things that's supposed to happen in an ideal world don't necessarily happen.
True, but that also comes from an old school cat. You know what I'm saying? He's a cat that a grown man, as opposed to these boys. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked me, like, I have 3 girls, and somebody they always ask me. They say, so you don't want no son? You don't want no son? And I literally tell them, I ain't trying to be no baby daddy again. Go ahead and answer it, Goldie. Who we got on the line, man? Go ahead. Who we got on it?
What?
Caller, you on air? What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from North Carolina, man. This is Deuce, man. What's up, y'all?
Deuce, what's happening, baby?
Chilling, homie, chilling. Now, you saying the reason that men have a problem with women with a bunch of kids, because in our mind, if you have 3-4 kids and you got all of them different baby daddies, to us, you make fucked up life decisions.
Damn.
Wow.
Boom goes the dynamite.
we make fucked up life decisions. Okay, your name is Duke, correct?
Deuce.
Yes.
Deuce. How many baby mamas do you have?
One.
Congratulations.
Deuce.
Congratulations.
So
I
while
appreciate
we
you being a man of your word
while
and
we
being
talking,
practicing what you preach.
Deuce is actually the father of my goddaughter.
Okay.
So
Yes.
let's throw that out there.
Okay.
Trina.
That's what's
Trina
up.
was
Yeah,
hiding,
but
baby.
see, you said, but Fire, let me elaborate. You
Okay.
said, and when you turn around on the men, you said we're expected to make fucked up decisions, but you women, we mature faster than men. We mature faster than men. If you got 5 kids and 5 different baby daddies, you obviously ain't mature worth a shit.
Damn.
Well, in my
Damn.
case, that's not my
I
personal
need a
opinion,
gavel.
but I feel like
I need
teach
a
his own.
motherfucking gavel. I'm bringing a gavel to the next
listen,
motherfucking
teach his
show.
own, but I just respect you. I respect you calling in and saying that and not having 5 different women as your baby mama, because a lot of the times people will have this stipulation and then they'll be in the same boat. So at least you are on your shit as far as with
Right, and it basically all boils down to perception. And they said, just because I think you make fucked up life decisions, you may not. You may just, you may not, but the perception would be that, is my point, you know?
Got you.
Okay. So
Yeah.
let me piggyback off that where he says that you make bad life decisions, because we were just talking about guys who, they're just going around skeeting all reckless. They got all these baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? If you let niggas just skeeting you all reckless and shit, and you just keep getting pregnant, that is a bad life decision.
But that shouldn't be a double standard.
I beg to differ. I gotta say this, because some women genuinely believe these guys when they tell them they love them. Some women genuinely believe these guys when they tell. You could call it a poor life decision, but is it poor life decision to be naive?
Yeah, I mean, and that's what I'm
It's
saying.
poor
It's
life
equal.
decision to be naive. Like some women
That's
think
true, but if
every guy they meet, this might be my husband. This might be the one dude that saved me. They look up 5 kids later and they're like, damn, they all leaving me.
So time out. Hold on. So Fire, we had this discussion earlier. Can you guys hear me? Because I really can't hear myself in the mic.
Yeah.
Okay. So we had this discussion earlier, okay, about guys. We don't change, okay. If he wasn't shit when you met him, you know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be shit 5 years from now, okay? We don't change. We adapt. We adapt to our situation. So if you know what I'm saying? If he got tendency, like if this man, let's just say he got a kid before you meet him, you know what I'm saying? Take a look at how he is with that kid, because if he ain't shit with that kid, he ain't gonna be shit with your kid.
Right.
Okay? But here's the thing. They have tendency. Guys we don't just change all of a sudden like, oh, you pregnant, I ain't gonna, if it's in him, it's in him. You know what I'm saying? If he ain't been shit, he ain't gonna be shit.
But sometimes you telling me that you've never dealt with a female that has enlightened you or leveled you up to where she put you onto something, or you know what I'm saying, got you involved, or even doing something that technically or normally you wouldn't do?
That's
like,
adjusting. That's not changing. That's adjusting. And that's what I'm saying. We adjust to our situation. We adjust to our surroundings. Okay? But what I'm saying is, that's just like if you got, let's just say you told me, let's just say you got 4 kids by 4 different guys. You know what I'm saying? And you just like, you know what I'm saying? And I might even ask you, you know what I'm saying? Did y'all wear rubbers? And then you like, no, shit just happened. If I go in raw, that's my motherfucking fault. You know what I'm saying? But it is also your motherfucking fault, because you fertile than a motherfucker, and you knew that you was fertile than a motherfucker before you let me raw dick your motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
So you laid down with me and let me go raw Disney on your motherfucking
and
ass.
You went raw Disney.
You
and
know
you
what
went
I'm saying?
raw Disney
Exactly.
on that. So,
but you can't just blame it on me.
yeah, but
you
so
can't just blame it
y'all
on me.
both mutually want to just do what y'all do.
Fuck that.
I'm saying, at what point?
Because hold on,
you can blame it on the women. We blame it on the men.
Here's
It's
the
same
problem.
difference.
Here's the problem. No, it's not the same difference, because here's the problem. Just like Goldie said, the kid is attached to the mother. So, you know what I'm saying? You got to think as a woman. You got to think ahead and say, okay, if this dude really ain't shit, and I get pregnant, I'm stuck with the kid. You know what I'm saying? He can go on about his business. He can go on about his motherfucking business.
That's
and
true.
you still stuck with the kid. So you need to make a more conscious life decision before you let that shit happen.
Which is the double standard of putting more of the pressure on the woman, hence why women actually are in the position to where they have the kids the most time.
What's your point?
That's my point.
Okay.
That's my point. All right. Thank you, Deuce, for calling in. We appreciate
You welcome.
you.
Y'all
baby.
welcome.
All right, check this out. Hey, Deuce, I want you to be safe out there, my man. You know what I'm saying? Deuce up. He be out on the road, you know what I'm saying, making sure that y'all get y'all goods when it's supposed to get got. You know what I'm saying? So be safe
You know
out there
it.
on the road, man. He down there in North Carolina. Get back to Ohio safe. You know what I'm saying?
Will do, brother. Y'all take it easy.
And check this out, man. We almost out of time, man. So on this note, man, we want to thank y'all for tuning in to the Lex Vegas show. Again, I'm your boy Lex Vegas with my co-host.
Oh no, AKAs.
Madam Fire.
Okay.
No, we ain't gonna
Thank
go. We ain't really got that much time to go through the
Thank
AKAs. There's a
goodness.
lot of them. You know what I'm saying? With DJ Goldie in the background and everything, we want to thank y'all for tuning
What up?
in. As y'all do every week to the Lex Vegas show, we
At
will be
7.
back
This is
next
good. I
Thursday
wasn't
at
ready to
7
end it.
p.m. I know you wasn't, but we got things to do.
Fire, you ain't got nothing to say?